Praise the Lord, brothers and sisters. I wanted to share something that I feel is very, very interesting indeed. And I encourage you all, after I share this, to read this article on your own. I'm not going to read the article at all. I'm just going to highlight a few things um, just to give you an idea of what this article is all about. And a brother in Christ, he stumbled upon it a couple of days ago, and it was the Lord put it in his spirit to share it with me. And if you recall the last video that I just shared, I spoke of the Orion's belt, the Orion constellation. And I explained to you that I have no knowledge of this constellation. I've heard it here and there throughout the years of my life. What I do want to say that what I share with you, I feel has much to do with um, this great deception that is going on. This past dream that I shared with you guys, that the Lord showed me that Satan and these fallen angels are going to be cast down to the earth through this constellation. Okay? So, with that being said, the article that I'm going to talk about quickly, it is on this website. I believe it's WordPress. This guy whose name on his page it says Maverick, but he did an interview with this guy Klaus Dona, and this guy Klaus, he discovered this pyramid artifact in Ecuador, and it has the all-seeing eye on it. And he talks about how this thing glows in the dark, like how the eye itself also glows, and it looks like like a real eye, but it doesn't look like an eye of a human being, which is really interesting. And also, he continues, and talks about the bottom of the pyramid, because on the bottom of the pyramid is the constellation of Orion. The pyramids of Giza are lined up with the Orion constellation. And alongside of the Orion constellation on the bottom of this artifact, there is ancient writing. And this other guy, apparently, his name is Kurt Schildman, but he's the president of some German linguistic association, and apparently he identified it as this really old writing, this ancient writing, like the oldest writing. He translated this writing and said that it says, "The Son of the Creator comes." Okay? So you have this Orion constellation on the bottom of this pyramid with the all-seeing eye, and this ancient writing alongside of it that says the Son of the Creator comes. That is Satan. That is coming through this Orion belt. And at the very end of the article, he says, Jesus is the Son of the Creator. He is also the Creator as part of the Trinity. And he is coming forth as light in Orion and as the judge of Taurus. And then he puts at the bottom, "Are you ready?" Okay? Remember, when Satan and these fallen angels get tossed to this earth out of the heavens, he is going to present himself as being the Christ. This is going to tie into also this false rapture. So let me share my son's dream. So my son said that his dream it reminded him of the X-Files. And he was in this hospital. He was someone else in this dream. And he was in this hospital investigating. He was on an investigation. um, looking for a DNA test, trying to figure out if a certain person, this person he was investigating, was who they said they were. Then he said he remembered looking for a bunch of people. He found out that they had disappeared. The next thing you know, my son said that he ended up at outside of this place that he, used to work in reality. And he's standing outside in the parking lot of this place, and he looks up at the sky and he sees this bright light shooting down from the sky, and it lands across the street somewhere. And he just remembers seeing a whole bunch of people running over to that area trying to see what it is. And he wanted to go over there, but he felt in his spirit that he shouldn't go anywhere near it. And then he said the next thing you know, he saw like what looked like old potato sacks, like the really big ones that they used to use back in the day. And he really wanted, he was curious about the bags, and he really was, he wanted to go and look inside of them, but he felt also in his spirit that he shouldn't even look inside those bags at all. He felt in his spirit that he shouldn't go anywhere near them, and he shouldn't look inside them. And he had a feeling also in his spirit that what those bags contained were not potatoes, but that they were the heads of all of those people that had gone missing. And then he said he looked back over to where this bright ball of light fell, and he saw this UFO come up, raise up out of that area. And it was glowing just like the object that had shot down from the sky. And then it rose up in the air and disappeared.